Hey, Dakota again. Dakota. Hey, it's Dakota. I'm having like a lot of reverb issues. I got my basic little Scarlett, like little mic that I've been using to do all my voicing and stuff because I use an iPhone as my webcam. And I know you guys can see in the background a lot of stuff. It's I do it this way just so the audio is automatically synced and I don't have to like do a lot more. But I don't know what's going on. But cool news. I found my very first amp, brand new in box, on Reverb. It is a Crate GT5, and I remember this having a fair amount of gain, and it's never been opened. And these were made between 2003 and 2006. I was just in the market for a combo recently just because I have friends that are learning guitar, and then it'd be nice to go over there and show them to where they don't have to come here and be like kind of intimidated. Not intimidating, but like intimidated. So I was like looking through all this stuff. I had the Spark, and the Spark was kind of overwhelming at times. I just wanted something simple like my first amp again. So I looked to find like one used. They wanted 100 for this. I offered him 50, and he took it like within an hour. So that was cool. And I was just so shocked to see this. And I guess it just didn't sell because I bought it from a store in New York. But super, super cool seeing this. So I'm going to open it and play the amp. And that's why I have the mic out. Because I see on this now that there's a speaker output. And I'm going to try that after. But I want to see like how the room mic kind of setup works. Just to like have like a unrealistic jam, because this isn't something everyone's chasing, but this was a really, really cool find, and I'm super, super happy. I already did I have an app that scans photos on my phone where you take like four corners and it combines them, and I do that with like my records and some film photos I find. So I already documented all four corners of the box, so I don't feel that bad opening it now. It feels so weird opening one of these because when I got it, I first started playing guitar in 2008, 2007. I just moved to Arizona with my family, and I was getting really into music. God, this is in here. But I'm originally from Florida. That is so bad. We're starting off with a limited warranty that is most likely done. A user guide. I wish I would have had this back then. This is actually kind of crazy to see. Yep. I forgot this has CD input, but I'm definitely gonna scan this in and do like a big upload. I think this is the warranty now. Yeah, limited warranty. Effective January 1st, 1998. That's crazy. Is there an expiration? 5 years from the original date of purchase. So I guess this still holds up. That's so funny. Put those safely over there. Here is the amp. I remember my mom took me to a pawn shop, and it's got like a old smell, but not like a bad smell. Like, have you ever had like it smells like old vinyl, and I know it's covered in Colex, but God, that is just unused. It's so weird because mine was so beat up. It even has the little tag on it. That's so cute. This is surreal. Oh wow. Mine was just really beat up. I got a Squire Strat with a HSS configuration. It had red strings on it when I first got it, and I was like, it was the only guitar that was like under $100. And I think this was like 20 or something. It was 150 out the door for both. Like, it was under 150. And I remember my mom got me both. And I was so hyped. This is crazy. It's so weird seeing this like not messed up. I had a big old gap right here, and like, this is so weird. It's so new. I know it's like brand new, but I never thought I'd see one of these new. But this was my very first amp ever. And I'm gonna set it up just like how I used to. The first thing I did was I hit YouTube for like guitar lessons, trying to like learn metal, because I wanted to start playing guitar because of I was a big wrestling fan, so people were doing wrestling edits with like their own music videos and stuff. I love Jeff Hardy. Someone did a Children of Bodom Jeff Hardy edit, and I'm gonna try to find it. It was Are You Dead Yet? And I remember just like the sound of that intro was just insane. So I was like, I want to be able to do that. And I don't know why, but it just really got me into Children of Bodom. So I begged my mom to get me a guitar, and then I had no idea how to learn. So I ended up taking lessons, and then my teacher showed me just like Ultimate Guitar and stuff like that, so I could look up tabs. And that just like started the spiral of where we are today. And with the next amp series, or not amp series, but whatever amp video I do, I'll go into like further detail about my life, but just to keep it short for this one, I got this and I wanted to sound more metal. So I looked up like the amp online, and then I looked up like how people dial in metal tones, and I saw someone straight up say like no mids and then max everything else. So I just went with that, and that's the only way I ever dialed this amp. So that's gonna be like, oh my god, it's so new. Like, the pots aren't scratchy at all. This is like the nicest. Oh, that's so stupid. It's so weird. I don't even know how I'm gonna get that off. I'll figure that out after. Did that pop? No. I can already see it's being a really long video. I'm like 10 minutes into this. I'm so sorry. The prong is still like covered with this weird like just two tubes. But yeah, I'm gonna plug it in. I don't know where I'm gonna set. I'm just gonna put this on top of my rock reverb. I guess that's where it should go today. But yeah, let's just see if it sounds the same. Okay. I got a TS9 and a Sentra on the floor. They're turned off right now, but I'm curious to see how the sound's boosted too. Haven't turned it on yet. I'm tuned to B standard, and that's like a canon thing for me my whole life, because when I discovered Pantera, I saw the I'm Broken video, and Phil was wearing a Crowbar shirt, and then I read the comments, and a lot of people were like, oh, I love Crowbar. So I immediately went and looked them up on YouTube, and that just changed everything. I stopped trying to riff in like a Trivium, Children of Bodom kill switch way, and I was obsessed with that slower, sludgier thing, and that led me into like the Acacia Strain, Poison the Well, Terror, just Hatebreed, Comeback Kid, just like a whole different it really just pushed me onto a different track. Just that comment section. So I'm in B standard, and I'm going to turn it on. I'm a little nervous. I don't know how it's going to sound on the room mic, but hopefully it sounds good. That's like as loud as I could have it growing up. But we're going to start peaking this mic. I'm on like 4. Definitely a little loud, but turn these on. It does sound a lot better with a boost. It's weird hearing it sound slightly tighter and everything. But I literally would go home from school and just but I was playing like 46 to 10, so it'd be like just really loose. And I'm playing jazz lights now, so it's like 12 to 52 with a wound third. And I think the wound third's like a 24. So it's like not that much tighter, but man. I turned the TS9 and the Century back on, and I'm going to dial it a little different. This is how I kind of dial any amp I get, so it's weird doing this with this. go through the instructions real quick to see the speaker out, because I want to run this through my Torpedo and see how it sounds with both a 4x12 with T75s and then one with vintage 30s. I know I'm constantly on this channel talking about the K100s, but I think more people are going to know those too, and I'm just going to start with those because that's what I'm kind of thinking about for when I do like amp demos, because I have a few heads that I really want to demo for people, because I never, like, especially my Mesa Stiletto, I see that amp done so wrong online. I never see people do it justice besides like Kyle Bull. He's like one of the only people I've seen dial that amp properly. And it sucks because I've seen so many good bands use it live, like the Black Dahlia Murder. They used to tour with that amp. I saw Mastodon with that amp, which is weird to think about. But that's just like a different rant. This is going to be a really long video. But yeah, I'm going to try to put this in the Torpedo. I'm going to read the instructions real quick and see like what's going on, because I think this might just be like a 4 ohm load, because I know people take these and turn them into heads. So I'll be right back. I gotta disconnect the mic to plug it in, but real quick, because when I'm playing in the Torpedo you can't hear me talk. It's just all the audio is going through my GarageBand. So until I get another cable and like a stepper so I can like hit it to like mute the mic and then unhit it so I can talk again, this is just how I gotta do things. And I checked and it does say 4 ohms or greater down there on number 12. I don't know if it's gonna zoom focus again. Yeah, so you can basically plug this into, I'm not gonna say every single cab, but damn near, unless you run into like a 2 ohm cab, which for a guitar you're most likely not gonna run into a 2 ohm cab. But like even my Fender Bassman Pyramid, that's a 4 ohm cab, so I could plug this into there. And it being only 15 watts, you can really plug this into any cab you want just through the front. And I'm going to start doing that over this week, since I actually have all my cabs here, and just see how obnoxious I can get this thing to sound. Okay, I tried that for quite too long. It's not going to happen. I think it's just, I had it dimed on there going through the Torpedo, and it just was not getting me a sound. But I plugged the 1/4 inch down into my HP8, so we're gonna do a little room volume of it just boosted through there, just for like funsies. And I'll turn it up a little bit. I can't tell if the feedback's just happening when I play back through here to the mic, or if it's actually going through onto the recording itself, like for good. I can't tell where the dynamics going with this, and I know it's probably like the wrong word to use, but yeah. So volume's on 1. Crank it up, and then after I play for a little bit, I'll go back to it just being 0 mids and everything else on 10. then just to like prove a point, you're at least 3.5, 4 feet away from the speaker. Like, you're quite a ways. I assume it's gonna be really bassy. It's really bassy sounding here, but this is also a really bassy cab. But it doesn't sound that bad boosted, and it's gonna do the job when I go take it over to teach my friends just like how to read tabs and little stuff, just so they can have more fun. It's gonna do exactly its job as a little combo. I'm probably only going to play it in those moments, but what a just fun thing to find and have again.